What's up, everybody? Welcome to another show, SBR Picks, man. Make sure you guys go to sbrpicks.com/NBA to check out all the articles and content we have over there. Got plenty of whatever type of sports you like to bet on. Got plenty of content over there for you guys. I'm your host, Jay Money. That's my guy, Blackjack Fletcher. Today we here to break down these NBA games, my guys. We're gonna recap yesterday and try to find some value on today's board. Blackjack, what's up, my guy? Everything good with you? How was your day yesterday?
Bang, bang, what's the hang? You know? That's what I'm talking about, Jay. My day yesterday was good, as always. Results didn't go as great on my totals, but the Bulls got the job done. But yeah, the totals weren't great yesterday, so we got to bounce back today.
Gotcha. A bounce back day, man. Yeah, I had a nice little 2-in-1 day, man. I had some live plays as well, but obviously just personal, you know what I'm saying? Just personal plays or whatever. But when you see a team like the Heat go down, they're the favorite down like that, 11.5, you got to hop on the second half. Or if you're watching the games, man, really any game, guys, I really say these in plays, you really can get some nice lines. I mean, you could have got the Lakers at +5.5, +3.5 last night, like literally. You know what I'm saying? It's all over the place. So watch the game. If you got a good feel for it, make a nice lane play. The Rockets, man, they end up taking the L, man. So I was on the Rockets. I take the loss on that one. End up going down versus the Bulls. Congratulations to you guys. You and Junior was on the Bulls, 120-100. The Bulls get the job done there. The Grizzlies get their ass smacked versus the Mavs, guys. The Mavs end up winning that game by 10. It was really like a 20-point deficit, though. The Mavs end up getting that one done, 102-92. Now they're on the back-to-back tonight. The Suns absolutely smoked the Blazers. Oh boy, I'm so glad I stayed off the Blazers. I did think that they could possibly keep it close. I knew that I didn't want to bet against the Suns because they're one of my favorite teams right now. So there was no way in hell. And I said in the show, I'm not betting against them. I'm glad I did. And they smoked the Blazers 132-100. Them boys are rolling right now. The Jazz, You have to give Jazz some credit. They talk about a team that's rolling. They just took a loss. They was losing at halftime or looked like they might lose to the Hornets. Nope. Came out there and went like on a 20-1 run in the fourth quarter. End up covering the game for Jazz backers, 132-110 for over the Hornets. The Heat come back and win that game and cover as well. I was on the Heat there. I was on the Heat. I was smashing the shit out the Heat plus money. I had to, man. I was like, they plus 125. Hey, give me that, man. So they came back, not only won the game, they came back and covered real nice. So that was a lovely game. Ended up going under as well. They held OKC to 94 on their back-to-back spot. No Horford outscored them 29-17. So even though it was a 7-game road trip for the Heat, it was a terrible spot for OKC back-to-back coming back to the house off a road trip. So that's always a spot to look against when the team is coming off the like 3 or 4 game road trip. First game back at the house, and it's a back-to-back. It's always a tough spot. Wizards, Blackjack, they end up stunning the Lakers full game. I didn't care. I wasn't on Lakers full game, but I was all over their first quarter, -2, -2.5. They were up, 33-23 into the first quarter. You know what I'm saying? So we was all over that first quarter, -2, -2.5, Blackjack. That was the card yesterday, my guys. That was my only loss was the Rockets, but it's all good. Would have made me really feel good for that one to come through, man. But it did, my guys. It did. I know the Bucks took a killing on that one, boy. Killing, my guys. Next game. Let's get to the first game of the day. The Hawks versus the Cavs, bro. The Hawks versus the Cavs. It's a high spread for the Hawks here, man. The Cavs are absolute bet against here, Blackjack. What you think in this spot? You looking at a total here? Or you looking at a spread?
I mean, I'm thinking that I don't want to watch this game. The Hawks. Think about this, Jay. Right? A week ago, we were talking about how you can't trust the Hawks. They're in disarray. All the John Collins stuff with Trae Young, and then all of a sudden, Cleveland comes charging from out of nowhere to take the mantle of maybe most dysfunctional team in the NBA. And, I mean, you can't bet on the Cavaliers at this point. They are an automatic fade. But, this is too many points to lay with the Hawks either. So this game is a complete and total pass.
Exactly. Yeah, the Hawks, them boys have been a tough team to back. I can't tell you the Cavs are the exact opposite of the Jazz, in my opinion, right now. They're just a total bet against. Here, I mean, I do think it's a tad too many points. I would have the Hawks here somewhere around -5, -5.5. That's 7.5. That's just a couple of more points added on just because the Cavs are playing terrible right now. I'm telling you that right now. Like, you're paying a premium with the Hawks right now. Like, they're a great team, laying 7.5 on the road. just in theory, it's just not a good thing that you want to do. So it's what you think about this total here, Blackjack. The Cavs, they're defensively, they have absolutely fell off a cliff here. What you think about this being a faster paced game?
I mean, I think you're probably right about that, Jay. The problem is I don't trust Cleveland to score enough to hold up their end of the bargain on an over here. I mean, we're looking at 232, 228 and a half. I don't think that I trust the Cavaliers to do enough on their end to get us there.
Gotcha. Yeah, I see. It could be plenty of pace here, man. The Cavs would really have to dig deep defensively. I mean, even though they got Jared Allen down, I mean, these boys are just not locked in right now. I always say it, when you find a team that's just out there collecting checks, man, that's something you want to look to play against, man. So the Cavs, in my opinion, even though this lines up higher, there's no way that they're getting my money, right? Even though if they cover this game, it's still, you know what I'm saying? And they got a back-to-back game tomorrow. So this is a game where I'll be watching and see. Wouldn't be surprised to see the Cavs try to come out to the start, because the Hawks, they kind of have letdown games, man. They just beat the Nuggets. They don't put together back-to-back good efforts, man. So I could see this one even possibly getting the Hawks plus money in game. Like, I could possibly see it, and I might jump on it as well, man. But I don't know. The Cavs probably could stun the Hawks here. This is there's no way in hell I'm betting the Hawks here -7. So they probably will get Rondo back today. It's just no, bro. In theory, they should smack the Cavs here, but it's a tough one, man. I'm gonna watch it. I'll watch all these games, man. Try to find me something in there. Try to find me some little cheddar in there, man. But Kings versus. Let's get to the next game, my guys. Kings versus Nets. Nets have been absolutely scorching hot, man. They have. The Kings have been absolutely awful. They can't get my money right now, especially not at full squad. They hadn't had Harrison Barnes. They just got Holmes back the last game. I'm watching it. Darren Fox didn't really look totally interested. In theory, they'll be up for this game, man, but I'll tell you, this is a terrible spot for the Nets. That doesn't mean that they're not going to cover. They're a much better team, Blackjack, but they're all off that West Coast road trip. 5 games where they went 5-0 straight up and against the spread. You see this line going down, open at 7.5 down to 6.5. What we like in this spot? You betting this game, Blackjack?
I'm not going to bet this game, but I will tell you that if I was going to, I'd be staring real hard at that total. It's a big number, 242, but the bottom line is when you get the Nets involved, overs are generally the way to go. And now you got to factor in the Kings, who have just an atrocious defense of themselves, right? Mm-hmm. So you got two teams here who don't play good defense. Sacramento generally plays pretty fast and probably could use a little bit of a get-right spot here for them in terms of the way their offense has been playing. You know what? I lied to you, Jay. I am betting this game. I'm taking the over, 242. I talked myself into it right now. I'm that good that I talked myself into it over 242.
Hey, got you, man. Hey, I definitely couldn't talk you out of an under right now. And that's the thing with the Kings, man. Their defense is just not there. Like I say, Fox, I see him jogging back up the court. He's their best player when he's not totally locked in, man. Them boys, it would really have to take an inspired effort for the Kings here to pull this one off, in my opinion. But like you say, plenty of pace here, plenty of scoring. It'd just be interesting to see what the Nets look like. This is another game where I want to watch and just see what's up, because, like I say, just off their West Coast road trip, it's just going to be interesting to see how they look in this particular spot. It seems like, let's just put it like this: money is piling in on the Kings this morning. I'm like, bro, why? I mean, I know why, but it's just they've lost 7 straight, man. 0-7 against the spread as well. I know what they're doing is they're betting against the Nets here. It's not even bet on the Kings, but when you look at that flip side, it's just like, to me, to take the Kings here, man. It's gonna be tough, man. It wouldn't surprise me though to see him getting done, but I don't think I can. It's gonna be. I know it's a sharp. I don't think I can get there, man. With the Kings, man, it's just one of those teams where they're just not playing well right now, and I can't. It's not that I can't hop on them, but I understand the spot fading the Nets, but I probably will. I probably will stay off of it. Sharp ass play though on the Kings, but the sharp plays have not been. I can't say like the sharp ones have not been cash, and I see it. But it doesn't matter. Every game is different, my guys. Every game is different. So my guy Blackjack rolling with the over there 242 and that one, my guys. Let's get to the next one. Warriors versus Knicks. Warriors, Golden State, my guys, versus the Knickerbockers. What the hell is a damn Knickerbocker, man? You named the team over some capri pants, man. But anyway, line open up at 214.5 up to 220. Line for Golden State open up at 1.5 up to 3. Is Steph gonna get ruled out the last minute with the bubble guts this time on Blackjack or what? What's going down? What we doing in this game?
It's entirely possible. But I am going to take the New York Knicks here as a home dog. Listen, I think this is kind of silly. 3.5 points to the Knicks. I think these teams are pretty close to one another. The Knicks obviously play strong defense. And, Jay, let's not forget that tonight is going to be the first time in a year that fans will be back in Madison Square Garden for a Knicks game. Obviously, it's going to be a limited capacity, but this is the first time people will be back in that building. I think you and I both know what that crowd can be. This is a Knicks team that I think that New York fans will enjoy watching compared to the garbage that they've had for the last decade or so. I think this is a team that plays hard, that they'll enjoy watching, and I think everyone's going to be really excited to have some people back in the building. Give me the Knicks plus 3.5.
God, yeah, I was gonna say, you got a good number there, man. I was gonna say, if you like the Knicks here, you pretty much just wait. This line's just gonna keep going up, man. And Wiseman and Looney both practiced yesterday. They'll likely probably come back here. The Warriors, kind of sneaky must-win game for the Warriors here off a couple losses. The thing that scared me, they almost won the last game, even without Steph against the Hornets, man. They had to come back and make a heroic comeback for that one. But yeah, Looney and Wiseman come back here, you definitely gonna see this line go up to maybe 4.5. So this one, if you like the Knicks, you pretty much just wait on this line. In my opinion, it's going to keep going up. Warriors with the Steph, when he comes to Madison Square Garden, he goes off, man. So I guess he's still, I guess you say, questionable right now. I mean, his stomach's still kind of bubbling. I think they try to give him some Pepto-Bismol or something, you know what I'm saying, real quick, some Tums. Hey, man, settle his stomach up real bit quick, man. Draymond Green, you know what I'm saying, he got ejected the last game. Just be interesting to see how the Warriors come out here off those couple of straight losses. They hadn't lost 3 in a row all year, so be interesting to see how the Knicks team looks tonight. We know they've been absolutely rolling. They did almost piss that game away versus the Timberwolves, though. That would scare me, in my opinion. If I liked the Knicks here, that would kind of scare me. You can't do that. You can't be up like that and then almost let them lose the lead at that. Come back and barely come. Oh boy, trust me, I had some on the Knicks there. It was an unnecessary sweat, man. It was a very unnecessary sweat. But yeah, it's Warriors for me in this one. I like the Warriors in this one, my guys. Let's get to the next one, Blackjack. We got Celtics versus the Mavs, the C's, my guy. We got the Celtics versus the Mavs. Mavs went out there and put a smackdown yesterday. Now they're here on the back-to-back. Got a little Porzingis news. Is he going to be traded? Then Mark Cuban says, no, he ain't going to be traded now. I don't know where you see all that, but I don't know, man. He did sit out yesterday with a little back soreness, some bullshit. He questionable tonight. Kleber as well. You like anything on this one, Blackjack? Look at the total.
Jay, everything tells me here that I want to take Boston, but I don't know what the hell's going on in Boston. Like, I'm sure you heard the quotes from Danny Ainge. I believe they came out yesterday where he said that this roster is just not good enough. Like, we're just not good enough. And I don't – that's an odd thing for a GM to say, right? Like, you sometimes hear, like, we're not playing good enough or we're not playing the way we can. Like, to just sit here and be like, no, we're not good enough. Like, what do you do with that if you're these guys? Like, they went through this whole song and dance to bring in Kemba Walker, stole him away from Charlotte. And it feels like from the minute he got there, Danny Ainge has been trying to trade him for something else, even though I don't know what the hell he's trying to move him for. I don't know. The Celtics, to me, feel like a team that are in a little bit of a bad spot, which means this is a pass for me because, Dallas, second night of a back-to-back here, a Boston team that when they're playing as well as they can certainly take advantage of some of Dallas's defensive lapses. I would lean Celtics, but I just can't do it based on what the hell's going on there.
Got you, guys. Yeah, a lot going on there. Yeah, I didn't expect to see those reports coming out with the Mavs today. I'll be honest with you. I mean, they could kind of, I'm not gonna say shake the team up because I mean maybe they don't want Porzingis over there, and he could play today. I really don't know what's going on with that Porzingis stuff. I mean, because the fact that they were off for 4 or 5 days and then he didn't play yesterday, that spoke volumes in my opinion to me. So, and then we saw the trade talk today. So Cuban did come back and say that's false or whatever, that they're not looking to trade him. But I mean, his backstory is he's been unhealthy or is breakable like a paper plate, my guy. So this guy here is just like a plastic fork or something, man. It's just I don't know what to say about Porzingis. I guess you could say if you wait on this game to see if he's in or out. I mean if he's in, I don't know, man. Just the way I'm looking at it, the Celtics here, they lost the last game. That was a matinee game. They were damn near supposed to lose that game. Since the first game, since Ainge said that, they came back and showed some fight. So I know that they're missing Smart right now. The Mavs are my team, but I do think this is possibly one they could drop, regardless of what happened with Porzingis. If the Celtics do come to play, bring their defensive game here, Mavs are the deeper team. Mavs are coming off 4 or 5 straight days off. Even I'm watching the game, watching the post game very deeply, everything last night. Pretty much all the players were saying that hey, as soon as they got out there on the court, they were damn near getting winded already. You didn't have game action for, like I said, almost a week. Now this is your first game. They were already getting winded. It didn't really show last night because they're playing the Grizzlies, even though they did damn near try to melt it in the fourth quarter, let them get it down to 7. That's what my Mavs team does. In this game, second half, they could really start to run out of gas. So this is one where I will wait. I may just wait and see what's up first half. Like the Celtics in the second half, damn near regardless in this one, my guy. Especially how they melted that last game in the second half. Celtics second half will be for sure. And yeah, I sprinkled on the Celtics, man. I did, but a lot of these early lines I got on this morning, my guy. That's what you got to do, my guy. That's what you got to do. But Celtic, with some of them, depending on lineups, only motivated teams you hop on overnight. That's the only time. But 76 versus Raptors here at Blackjack. Next game. 76ers versus the Raptors here. Raptors just smacked them up the other day. They've been somewhat owning the 76ers here lately, even though 76ers got them the first game of this season. It'd be interesting to see if Lowry comes back today. It was interesting to see that this line opened at 1.5 for 76ers as well. They put their line is saying that hey, the Raptors are going to beat them once again. Would you like in this one? You taking your Tampa Bay Raptors over there?
No, I'm not. I'm taking Philly here, Jay, because the Raptors are just too damn hot. They're just too damn hot right now. This has to stop at some point and come back to earth. Like, Philadelphia is the better team here, right? I think we can all agree on that. They are the more talented team, okay? And yet Philly, has lost 3 out of their last 5, including the last game that they played, which was to Toronto. The Raptors have won 4 out of their last 5, 2 against Milwaukee, 1 against this Sixers team. Like, water finds its level, right? Like, at some point, things just even out. And that's what's going to happen tonight. Philadelphia.
Guys, hey, I couldn't talk you off that as well, man. The revenge spot is something that I always like to hop on, especially in certain situations. But yeah, I like Philly cheesesteaks here tonight. So I don't like to get it with the onions. I get it substitute onions with the jalapenos. You know what I'm saying? So just so the jalapenos with the beef, whatever. Then the bread. Then I might have a little sauce or something to dip it in with some little fries. You dig what I'm saying? So yeah, Philly cheesesteaks tonight for me. Revenge spot like that. First half. I sprinkled on the full game. I like the first half a little bit more, but yeah, on both of them for me, man. First half, full game, Philly cheesesteaks, revenge game, Jay. They the better team. I know, and so the thing that I like it, the 76ers was covering, won the last first half by 3 points, you know what I'm saying, in the other game. So I see them coming out here even more pissed off in the first half, and I like them to get it done the full game. It's just crazy how they seem to melt versus the Raptors. They turned it up in the second half, but first half for sure, that was one that I had to hop on. It was -0.5, and then I'm gonna sprinkle something on that full game -1.5. But I like the first half a little bit more, my guys. I do. Next game up, Blackjack, Blazers versus Nuggets, my guy. Blazers versus Nuggets. Line open up at 7.5. For the Nuggets, they're down to 6.5. Blazers just got the ass smacked by a 30-piece nugget last night. It's tough. You always want to be weary at back-to-back second game. You know what I'm saying? In altitude, the Blazers they were playing really good. Now in a little 2-game slump here, you take the points here, or do you think that the Nuggets can get back right when they come back to the house?
I mean, I would lean to Denver here, honestly. But I think the far stronger play here is on the total. You got two teams that like to score and two teams that don't like to play any defense, and that generally is a good equation for overs. And the total here, Jay, is not crazy. 232 is a pretty manageable total when you've got these two teams together on the court. When I first looked at this game, I thought to myself, anything under 240 I'm playing. 232 I'm happy with. I'm going over.
Got you. Well, I always remember, man, these teams will always be rivals, especially after the Blazers came back and I think the Nuggets were up like 3-1 or something like that, or 3-2. Blazers came back and then won the last 2 games in Denver. So the Nuggets will always hate the Blazers. I'll always have that in my mind because, like, since then, the Nuggets had just smashed them like 3 or 4 straight games ever since then. So I was on to something. The Blazers got the last one there. So the last time they faced off in Denver, they did get them. Like I say, the Blazers were playing really good. This is a tough spot, man, because they did get blown out last night. So the players didn't play a boatload of minutes. Just you still playing a back-to-back in Denver. The thing on the flip side there, on the Nuggets, the thing with them is the reason why I don't want to lay the points, and I understand the line coming back, because you don't have Gary Harris. You don't have JaMychal Green as well in this game. And so JaMychal Green has been one of those guys that's off the bench. So with that Paul Millsap as well, he's out. JaMychal Green has been the starting power forward for them, along with Jokic, or be the backup center. You know what I'm saying? They got Hardenstein as well, but JaMychal Green has really been like the heart and soul of their defense. Without him, they've really been struggling. It's the reason why they've struggled their past couple of games. They went 1-3 on their road trip. First game back at the house. Obviously, they're coming in here for the win. They got Murray and Jokic, but it's gonna be a damn good tandem, man. It's gonna be a really good game for me to watch. I always like betting the Nuggets against the Blazers, but this just seems like a little bit different spot, and it's a lot different Nuggets team as well. I kind of think the Blazers could keep this close, but I said that yesterday as well, and they got smacked. But this ain't the Suns though. Back-to-back in Denver is something I'll very rarely bet on. So there's no way I'm not taking it. I'm not taking it, my guys. We got 2 more games, though, my guy. Timberwolves versus Bucks. You call it as the Bucks. Nah, but they they won and covered the past couple of games here. Sticky situation over there with Minnesota, man. What the fuck happened? I mean, and then I'm reading this morning that Karl Anthony Towns just was sitting there eating pizza with his dad, and he found out just like everybody else found out, and they were shocked. You hate to hear that, bro, because you hate to hear that. Usually when the coach is getting fired, Blackjack, you want it to be like, oh, they didn't like that coach, or they're
right.
Ryan Saunders wasn't a winner over there, but they liked him though. So I don't know, bro. The fucking Bucks to tell you that, but Blackjack, what you like here?
Nothing. I don't like anything here. I said it last week, and it was no bullshit. I'm not betting on the Bucks. I'm not doing it. All right, this team stinks right now, and I don't want any part of them. All right, they're soft, and they probably need to take a page out of the Timberwolves playbook and fire their coach too. All right, because I'm tired of hearing. I'm tired of hearing about how Mike Budenholzer is this Greg Popovich disciple, and he's so brilliant. You know what he does? Nothing in terms of adjustments. He just comes up with his system, which is good, and throws it out there, and that's it. You're stuck with it. The guy can't do anything on the fly. He's not quick enough to make changes. That's why you see guys like Nick Nurse coach circles around him in the playoffs. It's why you see Brad Stevens do it. This dude stinks, okay? Needs to go. They need to bring you in to coach this team, J Money. You need to get into the psychological aspect of coaching with Giannis, get in his head and get him right, because if they don't fix him soon, he's going to be demanding a trade after just signing a Supermax.
All right, so look here. I'll take 1/4 of the salary. We're starting off right there. So you fire him. I'm taking 1/4 of his salary. We start there to see how we do. I'm getting there. Hey, we're going to be nice, man. I'm telling you, we're going to just keep that same thing. It's going to be like, when Luke Walton took over for C. Kerr a little bit with the Warriors, they went on their run. It's like, it wasn't the coach. It was the team, the players. He just went out there and kind of let them be himself. So that's what I'm coming to do. Hey, y'all go and gas up, man. We're going to, you know what I'm saying? We're going to go out, have a nice time, nice dinner and stuff. And y'all, hey, I'm just going to let y'all go out there and run your own plays. And I'm telling you, them boys gonna be nice. Hey, lock in on defense, Giannis. Get your big ass out there. Nah, I'm messing with you, man. But in this game, man, I looked at the Timberwolves. They hadn't lost about more than 8 points, man, in their last 10 games. No lie. I mean, so they played some tough games there as well. They played the Clippers. There was off a couple of losses. They was coming in. They played the Raptors twice. Beat them one time. I mean, the 76ers them there, like, they can't beat the Raptors. So they beat the Raptors one time. The other time, they almost beat them again in the revenge spot without Larry as well. And the Raptors been good without Larry. So them boys have been balling. Only thing I don't like about the Timberwolves here, they could be kind of shook up with their coach. Even though they knew that he wasn't a winner, they still kind of liked him. I really like betting on the team after they fire their coach. I really like that, but it's usually when they didn't like him, or, you know what I'm saying? Like I say it over and over again. But this was kind of a different situation here. I have a lean to the Timberwolves. It's a fade against the Bucks. It would be a fade against the Bucks that I don't think they should be laying double digits right now, even though they've covered the last couple of spreads. It was against OKC, who's a bad scoring team, a really good defense. Against Sacramento, who's somewhat a good scoring team, didn't hit any of their threes. They're really bad on defense. So both of those games, in my opinion, were anomaly. I still don't think they should be laying points against this Timberwolves team, who can play. They can kind of play with them on both ends of the court. Lean Timberwolves for me, man, but I understand why the line went from 11.5 to 10.5 for me, but not super strong on it. I can't, especially after reading how Cat found out about it. He didn't seem too happy about it either. Blackjack. One more game. Wizards versus Clippers. Wizards been hot, man. 5-0 straight up in ATS last 5 games, man. Absolutely balling. This line opened up at 9.5. Now set at 12 for the Clippers here. We land a double digits. Is it Smack City for the Clippers here, Blackjack?
No, I'm not laying these points. It's crazy. Lay this many points in an NBA game against a Wizards team that's been playing better. I get it, back to back. I get that they played overtime. I understand all that, but there's no way I'm laying this kind of points here. I also just can't take the points because it's the Wizards, and even though they're playing better, I still genuinely believe the Wizards just stink. So, no, this game. Just have fun out there in LA tonight, guys. Have fun.
Just have fun out there.
That's it. I just want everyone to have fun.
Yeah, I want to see what's up with. Yeah, I like that too. I want to see what's up with my guy Russell Westbrook, if he gonna play tonight, man, back to back. That's probably why the line has went up. And it's just wonder if I like the Clippers that I should have hopped on it earlier. I mean, it was at 10. So I mean, it's one of those things where if you like something, man, and you know they're coming to play, you want to hop on it early. I understand why the line's going up here. I mean, I know the Wizards been super hot, but they're not going up against the Lakers here. I mean, the Lakers were up 15 in that game. So you just look at how the Lakers with that team that they were playing with, how they went up by 15 to start that game. It's really a simple, I'm not gonna say a simple recipe, but there's the recipe to stop the Wizards, and it starts with Bill. They do have some shooters. There are Villa, Bertans, Neto. They got guys that are starting to show up over there. Hachimura even played really good defense last night, but you got up for that game last night. You came back and won it. In overtime didn't it go on? Yeah, overtime as well. Then you're on the back-to-back versus the Clippers. I could see this being Smack City. I know the Wizards been scorching hot. They've been playing really hard. You just had them near the game. I ain't gonna say game of the year last night, but you just played a really tough game. Got up super overtime as well. Exerted all of your energy. Now you got to go up against a heated Clipper team. You just look at the interview from Kawhi the last game. He answered one question like, "I'm getting the fuck out of here. I don't want to talk to nobody," which he always liked that. But them boys was pissed, man. I could see this being Smack City for the Clippers. It got away from it, did, but I could see them coming out here and winning this game by 15 to 20, but I really could. Yeah. I'm staying off of this for now, though. I mean, I could hop on it. It's still early in the day, though, Blackjack. Well, we got break them off with your official plays, my guy, before we get out of here.
All right, I got the Sixers minus 1.5, over 242 in Sacramento and Brooklyn. The Knicks plus 3.5, Portland, Denver over 232, and I got one more, Jay. I got a bonus one for everyone out there. The Orlando Magic minus 3.5 against the Detroit Pistons. Pistons team in free fall right now. Absolute free fall. Orlando playing better of late. I'm going to go with the Magic here minus the 3.5.
Gotcha. Yeah, I had to say I didn't have that game on the rundown. I probably should have took the Hawks and Cavs off of it and then just put that one on there. But hey, my guy Blackjack break you down with the plays, man. He say he like the man. I might have to ride with him on that one right now. Official play for me, man. Official play for me. I'm gonna ride with Blackjack on the 76ers, my guy. So official play for me, 76ers riding with my guy Blackjack, man. That's the show today, man. Y'all hit the like button, subscribe, go to sbrpicks.com/NBA. Check out all the articles and NBA picks we have over there. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. We'll be back tomorrow, man. Gone.